Hello, my name is Kay Chowser, and welcome to something new. This new is gonna be anime reviews. And I am proud to make my first anime review of my... overall, it's now my favorite anime. Dimension W. I just watched the Toonami English dubbed version of the season finale of season 1, and I'm gonna be kind of explaining how the final episode was, so be warned. Spoilers. I'm giving you spoiler warning now. I'll give you 5 seconds, so click off. 3, 2, 1. For those that stayed, hello. Okay, the end of episode 11 had... Why am I going back to episode 11? I don't know how to explain it. Episode 11, Loser was told that his wife was still alive, but was shown by C. Meyer in a monster form. Like tentacles, like a muscular slender man, kind of. Excuse me. Muscular slender man. Weird. Anyway, and that was kind of the end of the last episode. This one starts... Sorry. I don't know what's going on. The beginning of this one had Loser talking to C. Meyer about he wants to get Sophia, I believe. Yeah, her name is Sophia, back. Then he says, "This monster is your wife, but she's not dead yet. More or less, I have her heart in her hands, so I can control this monster." Really weird. And it kind of goes... He goes to try to drag C. Meyer through... Loser, at this point, has all 5 coils, his key coils, and can make portals. He planned on dragging C. Meyer through the portal and killing him, because, if any life goes through it, they die. But the monster ends up doing like one single punch. It actually confuses Julian, Loser, and shows like a fake Sophia. And then all you know is it shows he just lets go, and then the monster just... No, he doesn't actually let go. The monster like just decks him from like however high up they were and just sends him to the ground and breaks off one of his arms. Then after that, it goes to Mira and Kyoma, whereas Kyoma is talking about... Blah, blah, blah. Kyoma begins talking about, "It's all my fault. I remember everything now." And Mira begins explaining that... she explains that she is basically Miyabi, just with a different personality, kind of. Different head, literally. She's Miyabi. From the neck down, she's Miyabi. Anyway, where was I? Neck down. He goes to... Then she ends up, in the first episode, Mira, like, slaps the crap out of Kyoma. Then knocks him out. She does that again, that way she can go into his memories and piece everything together, because he was the last person with Genesis, so she's going to go in and piece everything together into one weird amalgamation of memories. Kind of just basically broken strand, pieces of strand together. Then after that, while we go through the memory, find out what happened to Genesis, Kyoma and Miyabi decide... it's too powerful. Yeah, break it. So Kyoma ends up destroying it. Whenever he wakes up, he goes to find, Salza and his group. Debbie... What's his name? I can't remember her brother. Her brother, Salza, and, what's her name? Salza's, gosh, what's her name? I heard it. I can't remember her name. Salza's, like, personal assistant. Find him And then Kiyama goes through a plan of how to beat the Sophia Slenderman Akira monster. Akira. Old anime movie from the 70s. Really weird. But I'm not into that. I'm into Dimension W at this moment. So, he ends up explaining you can tie it up and try to, I believe... No, it's just tie it up. So, after that, after he says his plan, and Loser kind of says it would work, because he's coming up over there in like his last legs. Then it pans to Mira running with a red coil, because her coil is about to, like, connect, like, perfectly to Dimension W and cause that materialized Dimension W into the real world. Whatever plane we're on, it dimensionalizes it. Materializes it, not dimensionalizes. Is that even a word? Dimensionalize? No idea. Anyway. And so she's gonna go... So, as she's running, she's saying, I got to protect everyone. I'm sorry. Then Haruka Seemeyer and the monster comes and grabs Mira. At this point, I believe it's either this point or earlier, whenever Haruka Seemeyer's head he just kind of pops up out of where the head of the Sophia Slender Akira monster is. And he's like, I found one of them. I found one of them, my pretties. And Mira, and he's just saying, you're not a human, you're a robot. And Mira's just thinking, I guess I'll sacrifice myself. Whenever Dimension W materializes, it'll kill both of us. Then Kiyama jumps up onto the hand that has Mira enclosed and grasped in his grasp. And just begins explaining, I know where Genesis is. I've given it to someone. Then Seemeyer's like, who did you give it to? Let me into your brain. And I believe, this has nothing to do with it. If any of you guys have seen the old anime Soul Eater, tell me, is the Kishin, whoever voices the Kishin, the one who voices Seemeyer? Haruka Seemeyer? Like how Ian Sinclair voices Salza. Christopher R. Sabat voices Kiyama. There are some other ones in there that I know, I just don't know off the top of my head. Anyway, and whenever Seemeyer enters his mind, they kind of show the flashback. No, they don't show the flashback of what happened with the coil, or they do, with Genesis. And it just shows a broken Genesis, and Seemeyer begins going more and more insane. And this whole time, Lou, in his robots, his like Gundam style, his Gundam Warrior style robots, just start circling around the Sophia Slender Akira monster. And whenever Kiyama wakes up, they're trying to drag the monster into the portal. Yeah, the portal that Seemeyer was kind of controlling, to try to either kill or do something, like kill Seemeyer, or like find a way to stop the portal and cut the monster in half or something. I don't know. I'm sure it was said or implied somehow, but I don't know. After that, Kiyama is tossed a spin dart. And he begins going off saying, I've done this, you've done that, I've done this, you've done that. We all make mistakes, blah, 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 blah. Then as he really gets ready with the spin dart, he opens it and says, this will be the last spin dart, or coil, one of the two. I believe it was spin dart that I will ever use. And he throws it. It goes flying. I don't know if it killed, but all we know is after that it was like a green flash of light. And Seemeyer is approached by Dr. Urizaki, who was disappeared in the first episode. And after that, it's just like, after that, it goes back to Kiyama and them. No, yeah, no, yeah. It goes back to Kiyama and Mira. And Mira is gonna, and I believe Kyoma starts to fall. I've seen this once, and I'm going through what's just playing through my head right now, so that's why it's kind of ifs and ands and maybes and nots. Excuse me again. So Kyoma starts to fall, whatever happened, and Mira goes out to catch him. No! Yeah, Kyoma's almost being sucked into a portal. Like the portal that takes him to Dimension W, where Seameyer, I believe, is now. And Mira goes to save him. Whenever she jumps up, the materialization from Dimension W begins and just encloses around both of them. And she is then greeted by her father, Dr. Yurizaki, and says, "You have done well, my daughter. I believe you are ready for this." And he gives her some weird coil. And the next thing you know, they are gone. Well, not gone. They're out of wherever they were, Dimension W. And they're falling. They're falling from however many, 50 feet maybe? No, not 50. That's a lot more. They were... Don't judge what I just said. They were super high up. Maybe 500 feet? Maybe 1,000. Maybe 1,000 feet may be more believable. Anyway. Yeah. Then they get caught by Lou. And whenever they land, they kind of, I believe they explain. And after they're done explaining, it kind of pans to Mira. And and that new coil, you hear a heartbeat. She heard a heartbeat as if, hey, I'm alive now. But she's not. She's a robot. And then after that, it pans to Ellie and Loser, Julian, whereas Julian is dead. He's dead. He is dead, which kind of saddens me. I liked Loser. He was a cool character. I enjoyed him. Anyway, he's dead. Seameyer's probably dead. A lot of people are dead. Dead. That's took 12 minutes to sum up the whole episode. Gosh. And then comes to the anime rating. Okay, whenever I first started watching it, I really had no idea what to expect. It was cool, and then again, it really wasn't. And as went from episode 1 to 2 to 3, it got more and more interesting. Whenever they got to Lake Yasagami, I believe that's where it was, and we learned a little bit. I really started to get into it. I saw everything else. I've seen all 12 episodes. Anyway, but yeah, I'll give the story of it was good. Like you were a man who thought he was the cause of something, which he kind of was. If he hadn't have destroyed Genesis. Anyway, a man who had no idea and thought he did something, killed his friends, and despised the best source of power in the world, is forced to work with one who has this best power in the world. I'm getting a really weird look from Jeffrey. Hello. Anyway, so yeah, it was a good story. I enjoyed the animation. It looked good. I enjoyed characters. Each one was portrayed in their own way. Kyoma was, basically military, hated everything, didn't show much emotion. Mira was a special robot with human emotion. Loser had his own ambition that he wanted to get done. Al was just a friendly guy who had his own goals, the kind of ambitions like Loser. But yeah, that's kind of it. Seameyer was insane. The Kishin, he's the Kishin. I'm going to call him, if I refer to Seameyer, I'm going to say Kishin from here on out. Because I believe whoever voices the Kishin and Soul Eater voices Seameyer. So, that's kind of that. Story, character-wise. Story, like I said, was amazing. I want it to continue. I don't know if they're actually going to have a season 2. I'm sure there was somewhere in the end that they left it off for a cliffhanger. I'll probably watch the whole series so far again, and then yay or nay on it. I'll do a yay second season or nay second season. But yeah, I've seen good ones. It's my favorite, but it doesn't mean it's the best. I've seen I've seen good ones. I'm gonna give for my first. It's gonna be. Well, since it's my first, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9.3 out of 10. Overall, the best ones I have watched have been Soul Eater, Yu Yu Hakusho, Gundam, Hellsing Ultimate. Those have been the ones I've enjoyed. That I say are basically, they're not. I enjoy them, but if I had to set a bar, Yu Yu Hakusho is my 10. Because it's by far probably the best, but this is my favorite. So yeah. Dimension W. Awesome anime. You need to go check it out. But it's by Funimation. I believe it's streaming or they're done. I don't know. That's probably done. Anyway, you can go check it out. Or the Japanese. English dub or Japanese dub. Either one is great. English dub oh yeah, I need to go a little further. The English dubbing followed the Japanese subbing really well. What I saw was some words, basically they said the exact same thing. Like literally, not like Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F kind of movie. Where, they say close to the same thing. They actually, what I saw in episode 11 was where I really noticed was that, they said word for word what was in the Japanese subbed. So yeah, that's good. That kind of made it, brings it, that'll be the 9.3, the 0.3. So yeah, Dimension W, good anime, you should go check it out. So thank you all for watching. I'm Ava Chaza. This has been Anime Reviews and Ratings, episode 1 of however many. Stay tuned for the next, if I have one. Stay cool and peace out, everybody.